What's up, everybody? My name is Rudy. Welcome to HFK. And so we're going to do a little toolbox tour for you guys today. We'll let you guys dabble in there and see what we can play with today a little bit.
Quick heads up, Fortis HD's October giveaway is now live. We're giving away over 1,000 USD in tools, including the Mueller Coops wrench extender, the chisel scrapers, the Coke and socket extension sets, the Tecton angle wrenches, and even the Impact dual face dead blow hammer. To enter, make sure you follow Fortis HD and fill out the Google form. Links in our bio and description. No purchase necessary. You have until October 31st to enter. Now back to the video.
So up here on the top, pretty much I just keep all my go-to stuff every day. I mean, there's always going to be electrical problems or needing a pair of pliers just to grab something quick to tighten something, or hose clamps, or your plastic clips on top of anything inside the hood bays on our Chevy trucks and stuff like that we have here. For your electrical crimps, so you can do all your heat shrinking. I keep electrical cleaners up here. Best free agent in the world that you've ever had is a free penetrating oil. If you haven't ever used it, you should try it. It's the bee's knees, Chemical Guys. It's what we pretty much wax all of our trucks with out here. And paint, water jugs, AKA Tecamo, best jug in the world. I use it every single day. And then of course, your adjustables for just quick and easy hydraulic jobs. I've got a new addition refrigerator, thank you, Gran. Ain't got nothing in it right now. It's like empty because all the boys been drinking my waters out here and my Pepsis. And got a bad cholesterol, so I gotta watch my cholesterol. But my toolbox itself is I think it's a 64-inch Epic is what they call it. I've had it for 3 years now. It's got easy shutting drawers. I mean, everything just pretty much likes to shut itself pretty simply.
How much do you pay for the box?
More than my wife would like to know. No, I'm just joking. This retail right now, I could probably get 10K out of it easily, probably, for sure. Because it's like 16,000 new with the special anodized things on it. I didn't customize it, another guy did. I just got a steal of a deal on something being damaged in it, and so I couldn't turn it down. So I got it for a lot cheaper though, but it still is being paid on right now, 3 years later. That's for sure. Gotta have them write-offs. No, I'm just joking. But underneath, it's pretty nasty. Don't look there. I'm a welder. So you keep anything and everything that you wanna dabble with, just like extra angle iron pieces, little half moon for like hooking to the side of the pipes to welding clamps and stuff. Extra rebar for oh crap moments, little 90s for building our candy canes that I make and stuff. So that's just pretty much a bunch of junk down there. But my top drawer is like my go-to sockets and everything. That's where my Kokens and all my special stuff lives, and my nice snap-on ratchets. I use these pretty much every day. Not to break things loose, but just to save your wrist. Because I have learned over the past 3 years, working with your wrists in a mechanicking will bring carpal tunnel hardcore. So, but like I got my nice Koken available on Fortis, by the way. Nice plug right there. 1/4-inch ratchet sets. It is probably my favorite ratchet set. I carry this thing everywhere with me. I have one complaint about it though, but it does get hot in the sunlight. The tin does get hot. So be careful with that. Don't lay your arm across it like I do. Other than that, amazing set. Koken has stolen for sure, the show in my eyes of ratchets. They're standing out in the show recently. Here in the past few years, I've noticed. Mueller, we keep the wobbles / extensions on here. We keep the Koken impacts. They're super shallow. Thin walls also available at Fortis. I love these things. These are probably my favorite socket set I've got in here. I use these every single day also. Before I was using my Bosses, no cap, over there in the old Betsy Red right there. If you wanna, she is an old 90s model snap-on. No, I'm just joking. But she has that's everybody who wants to come in and get shop time, stuff like that, or help us on projects, they pretty much use that drawer. But I didn't have no impact sockets, and I contacted my friends at the Fortis and was like, hey man, what's a guy got to do to get some impact sockets to try out and see what they're about? And so hands down, amazing socket for sure. I purchased my toolbox probably 3 months after being here. I was working out of that one and I was noticing that I couldn't keep no organization with anything, and I'm very ADHD and very OCD. when it comes to like my work area and my tools. Like I don't even like people coming over and touching them, but I tell them they can, I've started getting used to it and letting them use it. And then as long as they leave it on the top of my toolbox and they have to wipe it back off. If I find that they borrowed something from me and they did not wipe it off, usually I've done told them, and you can ask my boys out here, I won't let you back in my box without me watching you. But I'm really OCD about it. So I decided to buy my own. And I learned, like, you know, if I was going to stay in the job field, have something for my kids to possibly use later on in life and just last longevity. I mean, people said Snap-on holds value. So that's when I made the swing towards Snap-on. I was using cobalt and stuff. Like pretty much all of my ratchets was cobalts beforehand.
Do you ever want to get one of those huge toolboxes that are like
the Mr. Bigs? Those are like $68,000. I have a friend who's actually purchased one, and he works at a dealership, but he's like a master tech, and he lives in Shelby. But yeah, that's if you are in the master tech level to where like you have to have that write-off, I can understand that. Those would have to be those specialty kits that like, basically like stuff like this. I've learned, it takes up a lot. Like this was on I seen this on a Fortis one here recently. It was a Matco thing. I needed one bit out of this also. Like literally I've got it labeled. It's for cups, for our seals inside of the cups. And it's just one that I needed, but I had to get the whole kit that come with it. And then it even has the other kit up under it. Some things you just have to buy to get the thing, and then you have to buy the whole kit, and then it takes up, obviously, like this, a whole lot of room, like battery testers, chisel sets, little special chisel sets. This is actually like 12 tools in one. I thought this was pretty neat. I stole this from my boss for now. Told him I was gonna hold it hostage. And it's just all the different kind of like drive bits, punches, little flared ends and stuff that you can clip into one tool and make it hammer fun. My second drawer is all of my wrenches. You gotta have wrenches when you're in mechanicking. Ratchet wrenches. Snap-on is expensive, but I have learned it pays to buy quality. Because like I've used clutches and I've used Snap-on. And clutches will slip and Snap-ons won't. Like I've busted many a knuckles, didn't want to have to do that. And so I was using clutches for a while, and I said, screw that crap. So I spent $1,200 and bought, actually it was like $2,000 worth of Snap-on wrenches. Made sure they were the non-slip, special edged. They got little grooves inside of them. They're just special. So that way it'll literally round the nut before it slips on you. And then you got to have your 4-ways. I couldn't afford the Snap-on ones yet, so I stole my boss's nice clutch ones. That way none of the boys lose them. I keep them in here, just so we know that where we can find them at all times. And then your big, only whenever crap gets real, do you want to break these out. Usually you just want to use your regular oil wrench, but that's a big old Betsy oil wrench. All the screwdrivers, loose baby smalls. I swear I never thought I'd have to use any of these little bitty things, but I have on our remotes, our digital remotes. I ain't got one close by I would show you, but wrench extender, love this thing. Fortis also hooked me up with this because putting all Murdy Bertha hell on something when you need to pays off. And then you can even add another old crappery, which is my favorite combination to do. I'll show you guys with this just because you can get them both at Fortis. Because when you lock both of these mans together, I mean, it becomes a ratcheting beast, and you can make it unratchet or just a full-fledged breaker bar. So then you can ratchet to whichever direction you need to put the hurting on. It's pretty sweet. It's probably my favorite combination of let's break something loose or break something in general way of doing it. And I've put this through some hardcoreness so far, and it has not buckled yet. So anything in here, if it hasn't braked, it's not going to break anytime soon, unless it's just I put an excavator on it and then push down with the buckets. Code #RudyL10. Get that junk. Yeah, 10%, save yourself some. Everybody loves saving money. Go buy that wrench extender. Next drawer is pretty much just like odds and ends pliers. I've got my favorite Snap-on. It's pretty much this one. It pretty much just locks, just like a pipe wrench on steroids. And then you can clamp it and just put a pipe on the back. I've had pipes on the back of this and a pipe on the back of it to break seals on pistons and stuff, because you got to twist them to get them to come free. And then you got your snips, 10 snips, always gotta have 10 snips. Don't know why I have this, it's tied in barbed wire, but it's got a nice crimper on it. Use it every once in a while. You gotta always have your battery snips. These are new from Snap-on, they're pretty sweet. They are the ones that everybody advertises with the penny and the rubber band that you can't pull it out of. I did not believe it until they showed me, and it is true. So they got me with a kit of 3 of them. Thanks, Snap-on. Yeah, I'm big on yellow right now. I've went hardcore on high vis. This is another Snap-on slip. You ain't gotta do the little weird nut thing. So it's quick with your one hand, like when you're on something, you can just slip it with your finger. It's pretty sweet. I was working with vice grips, Irwin's beforehand. I still use these and these both now, but they are definitely go-tos every days. Easily not losable. Like I've bought the reds from Snap-on, obviously. I'm switching slowly to yellow. They haven't come out with the reds in those yet, or the yellows in those yet, but I lose stuff very bad because I'm ADHD and I'm very forgetful. And I'll leave stuff laying everywhere. You can ask my boys, they come back with all my tools in the trucks all the time and be like, yeah, I found your flashlight or stuff like this, and bring me my stuff. And then Blue Point, pretty much like Allen's. You always gotta have Allen's out here in the field, all assortment sizes. This is a Blue Point like master set. And so it's pretty much got every style of every set of every size Allen that you pretty much need in mechanicking. And then just every size monkey wrench. You never know what size monkey wrench you'll need. Baby oil wrenches, big oil wrenches for the max fuels, filters and oil filters. This is like a specialty tool for changing bladders inside of an accumulator bag. So you can stick it on the tire nozzle and pull through. It's pretty sweet. We created that ourselves, a little custom thing. Pry bars, keep all the pry bars in here. This is a special one that I use, that I've cut for doing like brakes on these big Macs that are over here behind me. Special long reach needle noses. Always need needle noses. Best things ever. Accumulator bags. I mean, you can wiring, getting in the tight areas. My electrical drawer is pretty kind of organized just because I know where everything is. You got your special electrical screwdrivers so you don't arc off in anything. They're all like plastic coated. Small, big ones. Magnet little screwdrivers. Electrical testers for like power on fuses and stuff. It doesn't have no wire attached to it, so it's pretty sweet. So you can just like make sure you're grounding yourself, and then you just touch a fuse and it's beep. So you ain't got to chase no wire around with you all the time. I got tired of doing that. Chisels, snap ring pliers. These are Matcos. I really like them. I wish they would make the prongs a little longer because they do tend to snap off on the bigger snap rings. So then this is my other drawer. I keep all of my like pump wrenches and stuff in here. And got pump wrenches. These are like pretty much, you can just beat the dog out of this thing with any kind of hammer you want. Rubber mallet hammer, like a big hammer. I keep my air guns in here, like cutting discs, or you can get into tight areas for clutch brakes. This is what this is really good for. Dremels, my Dremel bits. Dremel attachments for like quick, fast. You want to grind something, or a flapper disc, buffing your holes. And then electrical, you know, you got to keep your electrical testers, blowers, blowguns, pretty much anything in there. Toothpicks, stuff like that. Never would know what a toothpick's for. We're going down here real quick. This is like my power drawer. Fortis HD hooked me up with this impact. If you ain't got the Mueller Cubes impact 1/2 inch, I mean, you ain't a mechanic yet if you ain't got the 1/2 inch Mueller Cubes. I mean, who are you? It is the beefiest. I swear I've put it against this Snap-on in videos, and hands down holds its own against Snap-on. So that says a lot to me. It's heavier than Snap-on too. It's made of metal. It's badass. You really can't beat it. A lot of you guys have trash talked me because I'm a DeWalt man. You guys, but forget you guys about the Milwaukee. Hashtag I hate Milwaukee. I went viral because of Milwaukee. But DeWalt has never let me down. I swear to God, this thing is over 6 years old. And it hits in Torx battery is still 6 years old, just like the day it was when they were brand new. I mean, I love them. XR is the way to go. If you're going hands-on, like heavy duty versions, the XRs are better than the regular just 20 volt brushless. But the 20 volt brushless, I have no crap to talk because I've been trying to break them for 4 years in here and I still haven't broken one. And I have put a hole saw on this thing that was probably 7 inches in diameter and ate through a tin building wall like this to install a air conditioning unit back in the day. And she never missed a beat. So I've been hands down DeWalt forever. Ingersoll Rand makes a pretty good air hammer. We have to have different style air hammers in here for like getting inside of the S tubes and in the hoppers. So we like to have like the straight so you can get inside of real tight areas with your hands and stuff like that. Crush rings, always keep your crush rings everywhere. The oil changes and stuff. You never know when you need to pop a chalk. Always keep chalk with me. That's just the carpenter in me and marking lines because I'm a welder. So like we always pop chalk lines, different bits for like your screwdrivers, Torx bits, pretty sweet ass pry bar that it extends. And like you can adjust the claw to do whatever you want. I've got a couple of these. I got a bigger version that we use in the shop, but this thing is probably one of my favorite pry bars just because you can have it be small, little, you can beat the crap out of it, it's solid metal. Little things like that. This is pretty much my junk and big sockets, which I will have a home for a tool here soon. Ain't allowed to talk about it yet, but it's gonna be the new home for it. A special tool of mine. Clutch makes an amazing heavy duty sockets, like big Bertha. Like we're talking like inch drive bigger and up. I cut these, I make these into all kinds of stuff. They're cheap, but they're heavy and they're good. They come with a little metal carrying case. I keep my like paint masks in here, my chrome buffer wheels, joysticks for inside of our remotes, internals, little electrical boards. You never know when you're gonna need anything like just to solder to fix anything in any kind of like little part that we've changed. That way I can just remember where I've been on a lot of the harder stuff that I've fixed and everything, just so I know like a map of where I was, where I've went, and things that I've fixed. This is pretty much your electrical charging drawer. It's pretty junky. I keep a lot of the paints and stuff that I don't want the boys to steal in the shop because they like to take off with it and try to spray their trucks down and stuff. And I keep my welding shield in here. This has been with me my whole life of pretty much working ever since high school. About 15 years or so. Every sticker is pretty much like a job that I've went to, like working for Maxim Cranes, Pootsmeister, that sort of stuff here. Everybody called me Quickie back in the day. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I was quick, I'm fast, I know metal. And then all the jobs that I've been to, was just places I've been, Rock Holes, Martin Marietta's, I-40 Bridge Connect, you'll probably cross over that as you guys leave from here, going to wherever you guys are next, Snap-on, stuff like that, just Caterpillar, other welding companies that I've worked for. I keep it because it just tells my story, kinda. When you show on a job site, if you show up with a blank hat, people are like, this kid's new, he's a greenhorn. You know, if you show up with a welding shield that looks like that, and then people are like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna mess with that guy or try to weld off against him, yeah. Not trying to toot my own horn, but I am very, very good welder. That is pretty much what I started here for as. I knew how to do that, and then I was mechanically inclined to pick up pretty fast on certain things, so been here ever since though. So that's pretty much like my last drawer. I keep gloves in. I'm very OCD, like I said, so like different gloves for different jobs. So like I've got high vis if we're on the side of the road, thin welding gloves, thick welding gloves for stick welding, TIG in the wintertime, TIG in the summertime, you know, just pumping. I go out and pump a lot, as you guys have seen on a lot of the show. Hoses, just out, rather get dirty than to not get dirty ones. Wintertime because they got the fuzzy ones, and a lot of the boys will leave gloves or not bring their gloves and come to me all the time and say, hey Rudy, do you have a pair of gloves I can have, so 90% of the time I give out most of my gloves, or safety glasses. They're very bad for that. Hard hats, you know, we got these specially given to us last Christmas or so by our boss man. Thanks, boss. You always want to stay safe on job sites. Over here is like my little tool cart. It stays pretty much tucked away until, oh crap, needs to come out. I sticker bomb it with everything, and flexing funnel. Flexing funnel though, but I mean, it's the best thing that I've ever probably made. I would love to patent something like, if you guys want to, we can partner together. No, I'm just joking. And I keep my ratchet straps rolled up and hidden usually from everybody. That way the boys don't steal them. And thank you to Koken for my sticker, from you guys sending me Koken stuff. Really appreciate that. I put that on my wall. My boys play baseball and stuff. And then we have a beautiful Tecmo decimals chart right here that you can get on Fortis HD also. I love this because I've actually used this now. I've used it a bunch now actually. Fractions of decimals on certain hose sizes and stuff like that, and bolts and anything. It's pretty much cheat sheet to the world. Love it. This is oh shit mat. It's like anytime I'm doing something electrical, I lay it out just to keep dust down, and if we spill something really quick or you don't want to lay in the water, you can throw it down real fast, it absorbs it. Yeah, pretty much that's my area, my toolbox. Nothing too fancy. I mean, it is, but the reasoning behind it, in all honesty, is for my kids, and then for me to have something to work towards. Like, this keeps me driving forward to be like, yes, I got something nice. I need to stay hard at work. Because like, there's a lot of stuff in the shop. I mean, a lot of you mechanics know that gets you down. And you'll be like, crappy thing about being a mechanic is you're always on everyone's crap list. And so everybody's like, ugh, oh, it's the mechanic's fault, or blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And this is actually like just a little thank you to myself. I guess you could say that you're doing good. You're doing the right thing, just to keep at it, just keep my head going forward in life, and just stay my head out of the gutters pretty much, and just keep pushing, keep on keeping on kind of thing, you know? It's what I stay here for too. Like HFK is pretty cool for that. We're really big about the underdogs around here, and want you to better yourself. And so we're always striving to reach the next step. That's what we're about here. We don't like staying down low and just humming right there like a flat line. Like you ain't gonna get nowhere in life, just flat line. And you gotta keep going. Like my young buck right here is killing it out in the world. So yeah, stuff like that's what we're about. Pretty proud of it myself. I would like to build onto it eventually, the more I become worth something here. But right now I still have a trouble filling it up. As I buy tools, I take my boss's tools out and put them over there back in his drawers. But I keep them locked up though during the weekend, and he's got a key to my box for whenever if he's ever here and he needed something, he knows he can come get it. But he is the only one that has a key to my box. So that was my toolbox tour. If you guys ever want to see anything else, or like have any other cool ideas, or like tools that I should try out or try to get and stuff like that, really open to anything and trying anything. I love tools. They are not cheap, but you know, I like to try new stuff. So like drop a comment, hit it up, private message, either or, whatever you want to do, follow me. Code, don't forget again, code Rudy L10. If you ever want to try to save any money to get you some of these tools that you've seen in here, like the Mueller wrenches and stuff like that, you gotta love the tools from Fortis, because it's really good quality stuff. Like I ain't even gonna lie, at first I thought it was gonna be not good, but they really are quality stuff. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've been abusing them and they're still going. So thank you guys, and see you on the next one, hopefully.
That's the tour. Don't forget the October giveaway. Mueller wrench extenders, chisel scrapers, Koken extensions, Tecton angle wrenches, impact poly dead blow hammer, about $1,000 worth of tools. Fill out the Google form, links in our bio and description. You have until October 31st to watch, and to watch another video, click here.